As you know, we're sponsored by Super 6 here on the club. We're absolutely loving getting involved. Remember, every single round on Super 6, you can win £250,000. And make sure you join in our league as well. Our code is Club23, and you could be getting some exclusive prizes every week for finishing top of our league. And also, if you're top of the league at the end of the season, you could be pulling on one of those club jerseys to play for the club against Pitchside. So make sure you're getting involved. Today's video, we're looking at Kylian Mbappe. He said he's leaving Paris Saint-Germain, seemingly set for Madrid. But in this video, we're going to make arguments for other places he could possibly go. Now, obviously, we'll discuss Real Madrid at the end and the likelihood of that. But there's so many other teams that are coming. Liverpool fans want him. Arsenal fans want him. Man United fans want him.
Mikel Arteta came out and he said, maybe tongue-in-cheek, it looked like he had a slightly wry smile upon his face. But he said, yeah, Arsenal should be in the hunt for excellent world-class footballers. And Kylian Mbappe is one of those, and therefore Arsenal are in the conversation for him. I don't think it happens. I feel like it's got Madrid written all over it.
I saw Arsenal fans tweeting saying it'd be a good opportunity for Mbappe to come to Arsenal. Not for Arsenal to get one of the best strikers in the world.
No, but it would.
It'd be a massive opportunity for... No,
they're right.
For a Frenchman as well, to look at Arsenal and go, Henry and...
Mate, Kylian Mbappe has never thoughts on the Premier League. Kylian Mbappe has never played in a proper league. Kylian Mbappe has never played it in... It's impossible to call Kylian Mbappe the best footballer in the world when he hasn't played it in.
He's put himself in a corner, though,
leagues.
mate. The issue is he's put himself in a corner where he's shown at World Cup level and obviously in Champions League games that he's of a caliber. He's top 3 in the world, top 4 in the world. He has to go to Real Madrid. He's backed himself into a corner. He stayed at PSG too long.
There was a big time though where and look, I don't mean this as this slight to you. I'm not trying to. City different. Madrid are a different beast as City, granted, but Arsenal beat City to the signing of Declan Rice. Like so maybe there's the bit of confidence there where if we get our eggs in a row here,
that's not because they're a bigger club than us. If Rodri
I didn't say that.
No, I'm not saying that. But I know what you're trying to say in terms of stature, in terms of the lure of Arsenal. There is obviously a massive pool of Arsenal Football Club. Of course there is. Mbappe is beyond that. He's a generational player. He's one of the 2 players that will replace Messi and Ronaldo.
Do you know the other reason why I think it? Look, I think it's Real Madrid. But if it's not Real Madrid, I think it can only be City. Do you know what he was on at Paris Saint-Germain? You know, they made him a sort of de facto sporting director. They created this role for him and gave him far too much power. But I read recently that he was on somewhere between 100 and 150 million pounds per year. The only club in this country that can even get close to having that conversation is Man City.
It's going to be a case, though, where he's not going to be paid what he was there, isn't it?
And rightly so.
No, I think he might.
It's like Frankie de Jong.
He's
gonna, if he leaves Barcelona, you're gonna have to leave that big boy wage behind at some point.
With Mbappe, because he'll be a free player, he will get a signing on fee of 50 million quid.
Which makes up for it.
Which offsets it.
I think it's a damn indictment that we're even talking about someone like Kylian Mbappe in his mid-20s, in the prime of his career, discussing wages. I think he stayed at PSG far too long, and he's backed himself into a corner where if he goes to Real, if anything happens where he doesn't go to Real Madrid because of finances, it's an utter shame.
I get that. If you've like earned 800 grand a week, let's say it's that.
Yeah,
and you then you go, oh well, they're not going to offer me that, so I can't go there now. I find
time's
that
precious, Adam.
because you can take 400 or 500.
He's wasted 4 years.
Be well paid. You know what I mean?
He should have had 2 years after leaving Monaco and then gone to Real Madrid 2, 3, 4 years ago from now. He stayed there for 5, 6 years. He's not improved since he joined from Monaco.
Just to argue, isn't it like money's not the end of like be all and end all, but having that money for 2 years guarantees him for life.
No, but I don't think he'll think like that, mate.
The money he's already earned from.
Yeah,
I don't know how he said he should have left ages ago.
I know what you're saying, but I think that it's very natural for people. This isn't exclusive to footballers. It's certainly not exclusive to Kylian Mbappe. But people want incremental rate. Like your wages go like that.
Yeah.
It would be very weird for anyone in any profession to go, okay, I'm going to take a massive pay cut now in order for the furtherance of my career. I feel like he would want at least parity because from a club's perspective, a club that signs him, they could pay him 60 million quid in a lump and still have themselves a bargain because he's worth 200 million quid.
Yeah,
but you get the parity by playing for Real Madrid at a higher level and winning the Champions Leagues and the brand endorsements you get as a retired legend of someone who played for Real Madrid versus someone who's played in the Farmers League for the last 10 years. With all due respect to the French league, it's a shocking league. We know it is. You get that parity long-term in your career.
Will have a dabble?
No way.
Is there a chance?
No.
Is there a chance?
I wouldn't want him.
I'm just hearing this money chat. Do you think there's a world in which he goes to
Saudi?
Yeah.
No.
If that league exploded and there's social media clout and everyone's watching Ronaldo versus Kante versus Jordan Henderson. It's fallen off a cliff, and I'm glad. I hope there's no narrative, there's no world that he ever joins Saudi Arabia.
I think he could go there eventually.
One day.
Yeah, when he's 40, hopefully.
Yeah.
No, I think that could happen sooner rather than 40. But I do
Who's
think
managing this kid? Who's
4, 5, 6,
managing
7,
this
8
kid?
years.
Because it's beyond. He's not just a world class player. Yeah, you know that he is the future of football for everyone watching around the world for the next 5 to 10 years. Like Messi
I don't see
is,
him like that.
no, but he sort of is de facto because there's no one else. I don't think he's that good compared to Messi.
There
Ronaldo.
would be something great in the Premier League, or if Haaland were to go to Spain, it would reinvigorate La Liga. Like La Liga,
They'd have Ronaldo, Messi again.
They'd have
kind
Ronaldo,
of
Messi
thing,
again.
innit?
Yeah, because La Liga has dropped off a cliff since Ronaldo and Messi left. Like there was a time when I wouldn't miss a Classico. People will say I don't watch enough football, but I haven't watched one since.
No.
I honestly haven't.
A lot of people
I
similar.
don't know if you'd be the same, but I haven't really watched one since because it was appointment to view. It was Ronaldo versus Messi. It was some of the most glorious football players to have ever lived, all on the same pitch. Liga is not that. They need Mbappe, and I think Mbappe is very aware of his value. Like it isn't only Real Madrid that need him. Iber need him. Do you know what I mean? Getafe need
Celta
him.
Vigo.
Yeah, they need him. They need the eyes on La Liga because La Liga was once something that English households would watch. Mate, there was like I see these things sometimes. They go to tender. How much does all of the providers want to pay for La Liga rights? You know, they didn't sell in this country.
That's crazy.
They were gifted. They didn't sell.
Yeah.
Like nobody wanted them. La Liga is struggling. And therefore, I think
Suddenly with an Mbappe.
they need Mbappe.
Changes, doesn't it?
Yeah, they need Mbappe. And yes, that does change it because this version of Real Madrid in the new look Bernabeu with Tchouaméni and Camavinga and Bellingham, it's kind of Galacticos with
Vinicius
Mbappe.
and Mbappe.
Vinicius on one side, Mbappe,
Rodrigo on the other side.
Yeah, it's Galactico Mark II, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's amazing.
Mbappe, weirdly, his position's through the middle then.
He has to be
you
through
can't
the middle.
be on
You
the
can't
left,
move
you're not better than
Vinicius.
Vinicius.
Nah, you're not better. You're certainly not better to Real Madrid than Vinicius. You may earn
I don't
that
think he's a
place.
better winger than
You may
Vinicius,
earn
I
that
think.
place off him one day,
Yeah.
but you're not better now. So yeah, Mbappe through the middle, but there's often been talk of Erling Haaland's future line at the Bernabeu. That would put a stop to that, which would be great news for Man City.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
I don't think it does. Like, maybe the short term, but I think long term it could still be a destination for him. But I agree. I think he's destined for Real Madrid. I would love Manchester United to be in a position to be able to go and do that, but we're not.
It's a shame he's wasted 5 years of his life.
That's
He's
one of the
literally
teams
wasted
that
5 years of his life.
He
I think
has,
that's
but
one of
he's
the
a
teams
billionaire.
that could do it. If
Yeah, it's what do we want? We can talk about billionaires, we can talk about Elon Musk, we can talk about the sporting icons of this sport. He hasn't done enough.
Do you know what it's done
my
as well?
opinion.
Do you know what it will be? You know that triumvirate of power that was being built in Paris. You had Paris as a city, which is iconic in its own right. Then you had the Parisian Mbappe, who was like the poster boy of the club, and they teamed it all up with Nike, Jordan. Remember, it was like Jordan. That will be done. And then you had the other triumvirate, which was Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. Didn't win a Champions League. It's over.
I do think in this new
300 million quid they spent.
outlook, though, although I think Mbappe is a heavy part of that, they are now looking at, we don't want this Galactico thing. We want to like build a French thing with the young players and all that.
Yeah, but they're
And
not.
once Mbappe-
They're choosing that because it's failed.
Yeah. And because the fans push back.
Yeah, they're
on it.
choosing because it's failed, not because
Mbappe's failed for the last 5 years at club level. He has failed. Winning the French league for that talent, he should be on 2 or 3 Champions Leagues. He should be at the highest level.
Ballon d'Or.
He derailed his own
Ballon d'Or
career
to his name.
by looking for money early in his career.
You know what? I just think it is, yeah.
I think he's right,
You
It
know where
sounds
people
really
go,
harsh, but
though?
I do
Like,
agree.
you should have 2-3 Champions League. Some of the very greatest players don't have 2-3 Champions
No,
League.
but
They
he could
tried
have-
to go to the top.
Do you
They
know what I mean?
tried to go to the top.
Like, so to judge them on that basis, it's crazy.
But
to me.
Mbappe could have played for anyone, and he chose the money. He chose the French league.
He didn't go for it. That's the
But
point.
he's a French boy.
And that's
Is
the
there
fair,
not? No, is
that's
there
a
not
fair
a
shout.
little bit of
That's a fair
respect
shout.
towards that? Actually, look,
Yeah,
he was
Parisian.
earning ridiculous
He's
money.
Parisian as well.
But
But
you
he's
win-
gone, I want to stay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
And
yeah.
also, I suppose he would have thought when they had Messi, Neymar, and him up front, he would have probably thought
Why
he could
leave?
win the
He's playing
Champions
for
League.
his home club, yeah. He's Matt Letizia in France. Well done. He hasn't won a Champions League yet. He's 25. Career's
He's-
end quick. He's one ACL away from not having the
We've
same
all
pace.
seen
He's
the
a different
pictures
player.
of him with like the Real Madrid bedroom.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's happening, isn't it? I mean,
No, it's happening.
we're trying to do it for
The
a
answer
video,
is Real
talk about the
Madrid.
other options and all that, but
No, it's done.
It's
I
happening,
think
yeah.
it's done.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Real Madrid.
There was a video of a Manchester United fan saying to Dave Brailsford part of the Ineos group. Oh, sign Mbappe. Obviously, he's joking around with him, but he looked out the window and said, his heart's set on Real Madrid, mate. Like, I think all the conversations within football clubs go, shall we get Madrid in? And they go, his heart's set on Real Madrid, mate.
With everything that Boovy said about he's chosen the money, he should have the Ballon d'Ors, now he needs Real Madrid. Like, he needs the platform. He needs the white shirt. He needs the burnabout.
More than they need him, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. You know, now they've built like a little bit of a team.
He needs Real Madrid, 100%.
And also, he'll be looking at Vinicius and Bellingham and going, I want a part of that.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of that.
It's whether he's going to have to maybe rein in the ego a bit, though. You know, like being de facto sporting director.
Not a Real Madrid, mate. They're a proper club.
There we go. Thank you so much for watching this clip. We must remind you that the winner of the club league gets £100 to spend every single week in classic football shirts. It really is that easy. Make sure that you sign up to our mini league on the Super 6 app. It's totally free. 6 football scores will get you £250,000. Thank you for watching, and also remember that the winner of our mini league gets to play alongside Boovy at centre half at a former Premier League stadium.